Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So 2017 coming to a close in what, 3 days? It's the 29th, 2 days? Yes, 2 days. I thought it would be fun if I got together my top 3 makeup products in each category. So primer, concealer, everything. My top 3. So there's like my absolute favorites, things that I reach for all the time, because we all know that we all have way too much makeup and we use the same things over and over, at least I do, just because we have our favorites and that's just the way it is. So if you guys want to see my top 3 favorite products for the year of 2017, not necessarily that they launched in 2017 or if they're new or anything like that, but just what I've really been using all throughout the year, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start in order of how I do my makeup just so I don't forget anything, because I tried to lay everything out, but of course I might have skipped over something. So to start, we're going to do primers. The first primer you guys know that I love because I use it all the time is my Maybelline Blur Plus Illuminate Primer. This primer is like $7 or $8. It feels like a lotion consistency on your face, and it gives you a nice like pink glow like before you put your foundation on. So it just keeps the moisture throughout the day, and it just gives you a glow as you wear your makeup, and I love it. It's so good. And it's so inexpensive. The second one I have, really expensive, is the Sisley primer. I know a lot of people gave Jaclyn heat and everyone heat for using a primer that costs $200, but I love this. My friend Evie, she lives in Greece. She is able to get this for like $70 because she lives over there. Or overseas. So I love this primer. I do have a video of a dupe for this coming for you guys, so if you don't want to put out $200 for this, then just keep an eye out for that video, because this primer is really good. It's worth the money, and I know I'll repurchase it when I run out. It just makes your makeup last all day long, and it feels so good on your skin. It even actually controlled the oil on my chin better than the primer I was using for oily skin. So I don't know what it is about that, but I love it. I think it's worth every penny. You don't have to spend your money on it unless you want to, but this is one of my top 3 primers. The last primer I'm going to show you guys is fairly new. It is the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I love this primer, and I'm not going to lie. If you follow me on Snapchat, I hated this at first because it is so thick. So the trick to using this for me is actually putting 1 pump or a little bit less than half a pump onto my finger, literally warming it up between my 2 fingers, and then dotting on my face to like actually rub it in and apply it. And it works so much better for me. Now you guys know my little rule about either applying your makeup no sooner than 5 minutes after you've washed and moisturized your face, and then no later than like 20 minutes. Your makeup just doesn't apply as well to me, in my opinion, when you do that. But if I do like end up getting caught up, you know, with Gray or Graham doing something, and it is a little bit longer, even an hour after I've washed my face, I'm actually able to wait a little bit longer if I use this primer, because it still makes my makeup apply flawlessly. It keeps it on all day. It's really moisturizing too, so I really like this as well, and it doesn't make my chin oily even though it feels very hydrating. So I love this primer. Huda did an amazing job, of course. Next we have foundations. So I don't have 3 foundations, but we're going to start with the star of the show, because you guys know this is like my tried and true baby. This is the Loreal True Match. I am in the shade W4, and I've been using this foundation for probably 2 or 3 years now, all the time. Like, I hardly ever use something else in its place. And the only reason why I don't use this by itself anymore is because I am a little bit more oily on my chin, but it does last all day. It looks amazing, like a skin-like finish. I love it. And then my second foundation that I'm going to talk about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I did a review on this that you guys all pretty much liked, even though some of you say your foundation's so yellow and your face is pink, but no, my body is very yellow. I'm mixed with black and white, so I have very, very yellow undertones. I literally look like a highlighter. But yes, I do have redness on my face, but my body, you have to match your face to your body. So if you're on my channel telling me that my foundation doesn't match, I'm just going to assume that you're walking around in public with either a way too pink or wrong undertone face, or a way too white face compared to the rest of your body, because everybody always wants to jump in people's comments that do YouTube and be like, your foundation doesn't match your face, but you're not supposed to match your face, you're supposed to match your body. Unless you're going to wear a bodysuit, okay? Everything's going to match. Anyway, girl. So I'm the shade Sand 1W2 in the Estee Lauder foundation. This is so good for oily skin. A lot of people don't like it. Sometimes it's too drying. Sometimes people with the driest of dry skin love this, and sometimes only oily people like it. It's just one of those things you have to try out yourself to find out if you like it. But I love mixing these two together. They give me such a pretty finish, and it just looks good on. Next, we're going to go on to concealers. I only have 1 concealer, but I'm going to show you guys the other 2 products that I have to have too, so it's part of the top 3. Shape Tape. If you have not tried Shape Tape, you are missing out. This stuff is so, so bomb. Now, next product for the concealer range is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I use this every single day, and I can tell a big difference if I do not use it. It's just kind of like a primer for your concealer, and it does help conceal some of the darkness around your eyes because it has a pink undertone. Now, they do have a salmon-y kind of shade, a peachy shade, one that's more red. They have a mint shade. I think they might even have a purple shade. So all different kind of things just for correcting different tones on your skin that make it uneven. And that stuff is so good. I use that first, and then second I followed up with this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I know a lot of people like this just by itself, but it's a little bit too dry for me. And again, I don't think the coverage is as good as the Tarte Shape Tape. So I have the shade Light 3 Honey, and I'll put the Becca on first, then do a little bit of that over the Becca, and then my Tarte Shape Tape, and it is a match made in heaven. I love those. I need all three. I use them every time I do my makeup. Now going on to powder, because you got to set your concealer. Top three. I used to be really crazy about my Maybelline finishing veil that was translucent, but apparently they don't make it anymore, or it's sold out near me. So Laura Mercier, I think everyone talks about this powder, has used it. It is a really good powder. Next is the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder. Now this is not translucent, or it is translucent, but it does leave white under your eyes, just like I feel like the RCMA powder did on me, but apparently no one else in the world thinks that. But it does the same thing, especially when I'm tan. I'll still use this, but it does leave a more white cast under my eye. Whenever I set it down with some MAC Fix Plus or some all-nighter setting spray, it goes away, but it does leave marks under your eyes. Not with like flash photography, but just in general. You can see some whiteness under your eyes, and maybe if your under eye is not dry, you won't see that like I do, but it doesn't bother me. I still love the powder. I also use it to bake on my chin to help control oil. It's really good. And the third one I want to talk about is fairly new, but I have not been able to stop using this. I bought this because of Maddie Bernard and my friend Melly. People have been raving about this Matte Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. They don't have a translucent shade in this, but this is the shade 10 Fair Light, and I ordered Fair. Nikki Tutorials also uses it, but it is so amazing. Like, it honestly makes me look more smooth and airbrushed than either the Laura Mercier and the Derma Blend. This one is the best. It is really, I just love it. Like, it really does make you look flawless, and under your eyes, it actually adds a little bit more brightness. It's so good. So if you guys feel like you can find a shade in this for you, I definitely would, because they do have like 5 or 6 shades, I think, and it is really good. And it's also drugstore, so you can't beat the price. Now we're going to move on to bronzers. I love to bronze. I love bronzer and blush. So one bronzer that I love, and obviously you can tell by looking at the pan, so the first bronzer I've ever hit pan on is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. They have the bronzer, which is what this shade is, and they have a light bronzer. And then on their website, they actually have a Sun-Kissed shade and a, what is it, deep bronzer. I can't remember the exact name, but they do come out with 2 new shades, and I'm going to order those just to try them out. But I love the Butter Bronzer. It is a little bit more cool tone, not as warm as I normally would use. I love the finish. It lasts all day. It smells good, and I love it on my clients as well. And the second bronzer I want to talk about that I love, that's kind of, you know, not your average everyday bronzing powder, but this is the Loreal True Match powder in the shade W7. Now this is a face powder, but I use it as a bronzer because it has such yellow undertones. It doesn't look orange or gray on me at all. I love it so, so much. I used to use the C8 powder in the True Match, the contour, because of Carly Bible, and then I bought the W7, and I love it. It works perfectly for me. You should try it if you have really yellow undertones and you're not super, you'd have to be light to medium because it's not a really dark powder, but it looks gorgeous on the skin, and it does last all day as a bronzer. I don't know about all over the face, but for bronzing, it's amazing. Then third, I have a lot of bronzers I like, but I'm going to throw in a contouring powder. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in the shade Medium. You guys, I do not have cheekbones at all. My face is so flat, and I'm fine with that. But this gives me such a good, like, sculpted, oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. This powder is so good. I only use this like if I'm going to go out for a special occasion, but it seriously does look amazing on your skin. It blends so well. It doesn't look chalky like some of the cool tone powders can for bronzing, excuse me, for contouring, but it is a really good powder, and it is pricey, but it's worth it. It's Kevyn Aucoin, but I absolutely love it. So that's it for the bronzers, and I'm trying to be quick, so you know I'm not just being too chatty, but also explaining why I like it. Next we have blush, my fave. So if you watch my videos, you know that I use Milani Rose D Oro probably too much. I love this blush so much. It's drugstore. I think these cost $7 or $8 too. It's the most beautiful peachy shade in the world. I use that almost every single day. But then the second runner up to that one in the blush category is the ColourPop Knockout Duo. This blush right here is amazing. It is matte, but it is so pretty on your face. I love this blush. I can use it when I'm fair and I can use it when I'm tan, so it's versatile, just like the Rose D Oro. But it is really, really good. And my last blush out of my top 3 is L'Oreal Sunswept. If you guys follow Katie or Luster Lux, everyone went crazy one day on Snapchat when she had this blush on, and it is gorgeous. I haven't tried a lot of things from L'Oreal, but this blush is so good. It does, again, last all day, and it's really pigmented. It just has a nice kind of like glow from within. It is so beautiful. So I love this blush. I couldn't live without it. I'm now blushed. What's next? After blush, bronzer, highlight. Girl, we all like to glow. Okay. So first, I'm going to do pretty much an obvious. This is probably a lot of people's favorites. But my top 3 highlights. Number 1 is Becca Champagne Pop. This highlight is gorgeous. It's a nice pinky gold. It looks good with everything. It's really good as an inner corner highlight. My sister actually had it on Christmas Eve. I was like, what are you wearing on the tip of your nose? I have to have it. And it was Champagne Pop. So it's amazing. It looks good on so many different people. It's a beautiful color. Next is the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter. This is stunning. Let me just swatch the two so you guys can see the difference between these two, since they kind of look the same in the pan. So this one here is the Becca Champagne Pop. This one here is the Maybelline Master Chrome. So Champagne Pop's a little bit more peachy, champagne-y, a little bit lighter. Let me swatch my back of my hand, because I don't want to take up a lot of space. Yeah, so they are so pretty. And they are different, and I love them both because they are so blinding, and they just look beautiful on your skin. Since I totally forgot to film this part, my number 3 is the Too Faced Ray of Light Highlighter. I had it sitting on everything. Like, what is wrong with me? Next, I'm going to go ahead and do eyeliners because I almost forgot about this. First one is the Lottie London AM to PM liner in the shade Mocha. It's just a brown. Also take this with me on vacation just because it's a really pretty deep brown and it looks good with so many different things. Next, a little bit more color, is the Marc Jacobs Grapevine eyeliner. It is a purple, and I actually have it on today, so you can wear it with neutral colors, you can wear it with bright colors. It just adds a little bit more a pop to your waterline. And the last one, I love this eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay Deep In eyeliner. It is stunning. As far as staying power, I love all of them. Now they're not like super long wearing if your eyes water. Of course, if your eyes water, nothing's gonna stay, but they do last for a long time. I just kind of have to touch mine up on the inner corner and the outer corner. But this is Mocha from Lottie London, this is Grapevine from Marc Jacobs, and this is Deep End from Urban Decay. All really pretty shades, and you can see how pigmented that Lottie London one is, and I think it's like $4. Amazing. Next, we're going to do brows. If it weren't for BoxyCharm, I never would have heard about this product or ever tried it out. But this is the Brow Gal palette by Tonya Crooks. It has 3 different little shades. You got like a warm kind of brown, a taupey-ish kind of brown, and then a dark brown, which as you can see is the one I use. So what I do is take my Anastasia A23 brush and do the bottom half of my brow, then fill in it a little bit, and then to finish it off, I take my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is one of my favorites, in the shade dark brown, and just kind of fill everything else in. It's so natural, it looks good. I love those two together, because what I have on right now is the Brow Gal palette and the Anastasia Brow Wiz. But if I want to do like a look that's a little more dramatic, with a look like this today, I'll take the Black and Brown Gel Pot from ColourPop. It's just their brow pomade, and it is really good and really pigmented, but it is darker. So I love these 3. I have to have all 3 of them. They're amazing. I tried the Anastasia little brow duo in dark brown, and I just don't like it as much as the Tonya one. So those are my top 3 for brows. Let's go ahead and do eyeshadow palettes. Number 1, do I even have to say it? You guys already all know. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance. I actually just hit pan on Burnt Orange today, just the tiniest little speck. Can you see it? Yes. So I'm so excited about that. But this palette is gorgeous. It's so versatile. You can do something warm, you can do something pink, red, brown, anything. I love it. They blend so well. Subculture didn't work out for me as well as Modern Renaissance, but it's so pigmented. The shades went out easily, and I just love the palette anyway because it's beautiful. I knew from when I saw it, when they released it, that I had to have it, and it's one that I take on vacation with me because I love it. It's so good. I can always count on it. And next, which I think I've talked about before, is the Kylie Bronze palette. Even though this palette only has 9 like pretty basic shades, I have to have this palette. I love it. I did a look with it on my channel a while back, which I'll link down below. But the shadows are really good quality. They blend well. Now, I'm not crazy about the 2 shimmers, these 2 right here, because they're more like satin. They don't have a lot of like high shine or glitter to them. All the mattes in here, especially this shade right here. It's got a nice big dip in it from using it so often. Then my last palette, which is another palette I travel with. When it was still limited edition, I bought a backup just in case I did travel and it shattered in my suitcase. I would have a backup. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Like, look at that. Oh, you can hear angels singing when you open it up. Like, it is gorgeous. And I also tried the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay because I love warm shades, but that formula just didn't work out for me for whatever reason. So I actually found that a lot of the shades that are in that palette are also in this one. And this palette is $38, which is more expensive for Morphe, but it is so amazing. The quality is good. I love Morphe shadows anyway, but the quality is great. And these shades in here, oh my gosh. You could just, this is one of those palettes you just open it up and stare at it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just so pretty. So that's it for my palettes. And now we'll do lips. I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that's everything. So we're going to do our lips. For my lip liners, I have 3 nudes. The first one, use it almost every day. This is ColourPop BFF2. And I just love these pencils because they're only $5. They're super creamy. They're long wearing. They're amazing. And then my second one is ColourPop BFF liner. Not the BFF2, just BFF. And the third one is the Loreal Color Riche Matte, which these are amazing. Oh my gosh, the staying power on these is crazy. This is the shade Mating Call. So it's called Mating Call, but it's Matting Call because it's a matte line, you know. So these are the 3 I love. You can see how small the ColourPop ones are, and I've already sharpened this one a few times just because I love them. But here they are in order, of course, nude. So ColourPop BFF2, BFF from ColourPop, and then the L'Oreal Mating Call. It'll focus. So pretty. Now we'll go on to actual lipsticks. Again, all nudes. So the first one is MAC Myth. It's a really peachy pale nude. You guys can see that I've used a good bit of that. It'll probably be the first lipstick that I ever completely actually like use up. But I love this shade. It's pale, it's peachy, and it just looks good with my BFF2 liner and a lot of other different liners. Or it's one of those transforming ones where you can put it on with a deeper pink or whatever, and it just will kind of lighten it up and give that ombre effect. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Kim KW. Another one that I've used up a lot. I bought a backup of this one as well. The packaging on this is gorgeous, the rose gold, and it has that pretty lip stamp that I'm about to cut into. But it is a gorgeous shade. I love this formula, and it just looks so pretty on. And the last one I have is also a MAC lipstick, which I bought a backup of because it's gorgeous, and this is Nikki's Nude from MAC. I used this one and knew that I loved it. And I have been trying not to use it every day because it just matches everything, and it looks so pretty on with BFF2 liner. So this is MAC Myth. This is Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. And then this is MAC Nikki's Nude. And they are stunning. And my camera's about to die. Wah. Next 3 are my liquid lipsticks. Anastasia Catnip. The Freshly Baked shade from the Too Faced Kenny Johnson collection, which is sold out, but I had to share it with you guys because I love it with BFF2 liner and I use it all the time. Then ColourPop Double Tap. So here are the swatches of those 3. So this is the Catnip shade from Anastasia. This is Freshly Baked from Too Faced, and this is Double Tap from ColourPop. These 2 are liquid lipsticks, and this one is one of their Ultra Satin formulas, and I absolutely love it. It's another one that I pair with BFF2 because it just looks so good, and it's a really peachy nude, but it looks lighter on your lips, and it's gorgeous. Lip gloss, I only have one on this because I feel like nothing else compares to this one for me. Well, maybe one of my Bare Minerals ones. So the Bare Minerals glosses are really good. I have Totally, Groovy, and Tantalize, but Buxom White Russian, it's my everything. I'll use it with any color, any finish, and it's just so stunning. No one makes a lip gloss formula like Buxom. They are so like glossy and look wet. I love them. Nothing compares. Nothing. Mascaras. I don't have 3 because I've never tried a lot of mascaras. But the L'Oreal Telescopic I've been using for like 7 years. And this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise that everyone has been talking about being a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. These are so good. This one's good for length, and this one is really good for volume. So I only have 2 of those because I don't have a lot of mascaras. Then lastly, we have setting sprays. I think that's everything. And if I forgot something, I'll put it in the description box. But I have my setting sprays. So these aren't, not all of them are setting sprays. I'll just say finishing sprays. So first one is MAC Fix Plus. MAC Fix Plus is not made to make your makeup last longer. It is a refreshing spray. So if you have powder products on, this makes them look more skin-like. I love the way it smells. It gives a really nice glow. I love this on brides. The next one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is a setting spray, and this does make my makeup last longer, helps keep my oil at bay, and it just, I love the finish. I love this stuff. It's good. Then lastly, I want to talk about the Sephora Perfection Mist Nude Glow. The shade is Universal. This is like airbrush in a can. Like, it makes you look flawless, and you only need a tiny bit. Although the mist is very, very fine, you can hardly feel it, so you have to be careful. You literally just need like one little sweep and you're done, and your face looks flawless. It is crazy. All my friends who have tried this love it, and I think the can is like $14. So this is really good. I would highly recommend it. But that's everything, I'm pretty sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all had an amazing 2017. I did. I had Graham. We opened up our own business. I don't know, it was just a really good year. We had a great Christmas. Everything was great. Thank you guys for all your love and support, and all 36,000 of you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And I'm excited for 2018. So my camera's done, so I have to cut this short because I have 2 more videos to film. But if you guys like the eye makeup that I have on, I'm going to leave the tutorial link down in the description box. And then I'll also leave what I'm wearing on my lips down in the description box, because I'm not wearing that in the actual video. But that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I got a new camera, a Rebel T6i, so I plan on filming a skincare routine now that my camera's not going to shut off after 15 minutes of filming from overheating. I want to film a like FAQ get to know me video, because I haven't done one of those, because I always see you guys ask like the same questions, like where I'm from, my ethnicity. So I'm going to put that up, and yeah, I just have some exciting to me videos, and I just want to thank you guys for your support, just from watching my videos and subscribing to my channel, or telling your friends about me, or sharing my posts. People who follow me on Snapchat, who comment on my Instagram, who follow me on Instagram. Thank you guys. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see what 2018 has in store for all of us. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.